Okay guys, continuing on with our WordPress installation and modification series, I want to tell you about this awesome Firefox plugin. It's called Web Developer 1, well this version is 1.1.8, and you, as far as I'm concerned, you basically have to be using Firefox and you've got to get this Web Developer add-on. This thing is awesome, and what it does is it puts a toolbar up here in your browser window that shows you all kinds of fantastic stuff. Um, and why this is going to be useful is because when we begin to start editing WordPress files, sometimes we'll need to see what's going on in our files, and we can do that through the browser using this Web Developer add-on. So let me just go back over to our Entrepreneur Success Journal website and go over a couple of these tools that this toolbar has. Now I don't use everything because this toolbar is really full featured. It's really amazing. Let's check it out. Okay, so say we're over here at the Entrepreneur Success Journal website and we want to find out what the name of the header is. There's a couple ways we can do this. So we can go miscellaneous or information and display element information. And what this is going to do is it's going to put a red highlight around each element that we move across with our mouse. And up here in the address bar, it's going to tell us what's going on. And if we click on these, it'll tell us what section we're in. So we can see that we're in the clear float div on the page and top. If I want to change out this logo, I can see that this is the div. This is in the div logo left. Okay, and the image source here is in entrepreneursuccessjournal.com, WP content themes, Arthemia, images, and the ESJ logo. But something else that's cool, if we just want to see what images are on here, and we don't really need to go through all this stuff with the each individual elements, we can just come up here to images and say, oh, view image information, and what's going to happen is it's going to pop up every image that's on our page, which is really cool because then we can see exactly where these images are located. Isn't that nice? And if you hit refresh, it'll clear this out. So say sometimes we want to measure something, and this is a really cool feature. It's under miscellaneous, display ruler, and we can just basically figure out what the size of this, what the width of this is, what the height is. So we got 966 pixels by 98 pixels. This is useful for figuring out, say, how much space we have here for our videos or anything really. I'm sure you can see the utility in this. You can resize it if you want. You can also do that by selecting Control and minus or Control and plus. And if you hit Control 0, it'll just go back to normal. Let's see. We can outline frames, headings, links, tables, block level elements, deprecated elements, positioned elements. Okay, this might not seem useful to you, but let me show you how this works. So if we outline tables, we can figure out where the tables are here. And I'll show you here. So there's a table where my ads are on this page because I was doing it with CSS, but I just thought it's easier for me, it's time saving. I'll just throw a table in. And yeah, it might suck a little more bandwidth, but what's the big deal? Oh wait, if you display all the images, it'll show you the background images. And what's cool about that is if you want to use somebody else's background image for your own, you can basically just display the image information, and then once you find that image you're looking for, you can pull it off onto your computer and then add that to your to your website without having to make that image if you don't have an image editing program. So that's really useful too. Anyhow, I don't want to dork out here. The main things that I use are display element information. And basically you can go through here and figure out what's what. And the reason this is useful is you'll know what's important to fix. You'll know where to fix when you want to change something.